What is happening, boys? Welcome back to another video. Now, today's video is just one for the record books again, right? I feel like I keep on saying this, but like the stories that I'm telling are just so like funny. They're getting funnier and funny every single time, to be honest. And I mean, yeah, if you guys going to enjoy the video, just leave it a like, right? Do all that. And yeah, let's do this. So this story took place literally so long ago, right? I'm talking like 5 years ago. This is when I was in primary school. And basically, right, there was these two brothers that went to my school. Like one of them was like an older brother and one of them was like a younger brother. And like there was like only like a year between them. So one of them was in like year 7 and then the other one was here like year 6. And they would always fight, right? We'd literally go out for like lunchtime and there was like we would play like football on the school pitch and all that, and they would always end up like doing like a dodgy tackle on each other and then just straight fighting. Like they were literally known for it. Like everyone would like watch them fight. Even in high school, mate, on the way back home they were always fighting and all that. But on this one day, right, there was literally a day back in primary school, right, where basically they were in the same class, right, because the way like my old primary school would do it, it was like the P6s and the P7s would go in the same class if they were on like the same like level of like maths and English. So if you were like good at maths, you would end up on like the higher set basically, and like the 2 years would like merge it together. But basically these two brothers, right, I'm just going to call them the two brothers, right, the two brothers like ended up being in the same maths class, right, as me, right, and like obviously like 30 other people, right. And basically the way it would work, right, I sat right next to one of the guys and then behind them was the other brother, and then he just sat next to like a random person. But basically I'm just going to skip right into this, right. We're in maths class, right, pretty normal to be honest, probably like halfway through the class at this point. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not too sure because I wasn't actually like in like up like the football pitch bit at break time, but I'm pretty sure they must have had like a fight or something, like, but I mean that doesn't really matter because they would do it all the time, but I'm pretty sure they must have had a fight or something. Probably one of them done like a dodgy tackle, but basically one of them mumbled under their breath, he was like, "You're a fucking idiot," right? And I don't know what it was, but I'm pretty sure they both had anger issues, right? So my one friend, right, the guy that was right beside me, just turns around and I'm not even kidding, just fucking clocks his brother right in the face, like just in the middle of a math class, like just no fucks given, you know what I mean? But yeah, he turns around, does that, right? And this, oh mate, the guy that got punched literally stood up, right, and hit him back, and then they just ended up fighting. They were literally all over the floor fighting and all that. It was a shame, right, because my maths teacher, like, for that classroom, was literally like a 50-year-old woman. Like, she couldn't do it, and she was so small as well, right? And these two kids are just going at it, and of course, like, the whole classroom, like, stands up off their chairs and, like, forms, like, a circle around these guys. And they're like, fight! Fight! And I'm just there, like, what just happened? 15 seconds ago we were sat learning how to do addition. You know what I mean? And 15 seconds later everyone's fighting. Yeah, basically these two guys are scrapping, right, in the middle of the classroom. Everyone's shouting, right? Everyone's like whipping out their little, like, I'm not even kidding, this was back in the day, right? Everyone had flip phones, right? I remember there's this one kid, right? His name was John, and he whipped out this little, like, flip phone. His name wasn't actually John, right? But he whipped out his flip phone, right? And he just started filming it, right? And I was just like, what is going on, right? But basically, like I said, this old woman, she's a little teacher, right? She couldn't do anything. So basically, she actually had to run out the classroom, right? And get the janitor, because, like, the janitor's office was, like, literally, like, probably, like, a 10-second walk from my classroom, right? But yeah, basically, the janitor came in, right? And he was probably, like, and he's like mid-40s, but he was like quite a big guy, right? And basically he walked in and split it up, right? But still, it literally took like a minute. Like, these guys are throwing hands, punching each other. Like, one of them had a bus lip, right? And remember, everyone, these are like 12-year-olds probably. I'm not even kidding. They're probably like 11, 12-year-olds at the time. I'm not too sure actually what age they were. But basically, right, a minute of just straight scrapping, you know what I mean? Yeah, the janitor came in, right, separated them. They ended up getting taken out of class, right? And yeah, we never seen them for the rest of the day. And basically, do you know what happened? They both got suspended for 3 days, which is just fried, right? Because think about it. They live in the same house. So they're both going home to their mum and being like, yeah, we got suspended for fighting. They're like, oh, who were you fighting then? Who were you fighting, sons? They're going to be like, each other. But yeah, basically, the only reason I knew that, right, was because I would play with a younger brother, right? He was like my age. And we would always like go out after school and all that and just like play out in the street. And that's when he told me, he was like, yeah, I got suspended. But I mean, yeah, that's just a story about the two brothers that were fighting in class, right? Let me know if you've ever like witnessed anything like this in your classrooms, because that is quite a fried place to have a fight. Anyway, boys, that's just about the end of the story, right? If you guys found it entertaining, then leave it a like, right? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.
My parents said that I wouldn't make it. Need the cash up front, I ain't patient. And I tell you that I'm fine, but I faked it. Yeah, heart so cold, yeah, it's vacant. Cut ties.